What's going on, guys? So today I am sitting on one of the 4 benches that we actually keep up in our kitchen, and or stools, not benches. And today I'm going to show you a quick fix if any of you guys have these wobbling legs. So unfortunately, we bought these chairs. We love them. They match really nice to the house, but it is just a really thin aluminum, and the screws that come in them, they're stripping out, and when you're sitting, because they're getting loose from stripping out, the chair seems to wobble a lot. I have one that's even worse than this upstairs, but I didn't dare sit on it. I just don't trust it at all. But we're going to take a look at how this thing's built and see what we can do to make it better. So basically here, this is just some pretty thin aluminum, and it's kind of crushed in there. And look, this screw is loose. This screw is missing. This screw is loose. These screws keep coming loose, and when you tighten them too much, they just tend to strip. And that's obviously no bueno. So we're going to go ahead and tear this thing down, take it apart, and we're going to make it better. So here you can see I'm starting to take this apart, and these screws are they're awful. Everything is stripped, and there is no saving this whatsoever. So instead of, wasting the chair, my plan is I'm going to go in and where all of these, were just indented and then threaded, I'm going to drill right through it, and then I'm actually just going to use a nut and a bolt, and I'm going to come through, and I'm going to try to make it look as nice as I can, but I think by putting a nut and bolt through it, it's going to be a lot stronger than the original nut, because this thing was just so wobbly with all the screws missing and coming loose. So my plan here is I'm going to take this apart, I'm going to drill out all of the holes, and then we're going to go to the store, we're going to get some new nuts and bolts. I'm going to try to make them look nice, try to find the nicest looking bolt I can that blends in with this, and see if I can't redo and save this chair. So let's take this apart. Let's get to drilling. So I have one of the legs here clamped down onto my workbench, and basically I'm just going to find a drill bit that is the same size as this hole, and I'm not worried if I take out the threads on that, because I'm going to be replacing it with new screws. So you could even take a screw here and just compare it in size. So I think this is pretty decent. This is 7/32. I think a 1/4 inch or anything is going to be too big. So we'll just go ahead, take our drill, and I'm going to drill out all these legs first. Hold on. I set my glasses down somewhere. You see them? In my mess. Easy breezy. Now we just gotta do them with all. Now also make sure that you flip it over, make sure there's no burrs on any of these. Some of them are going to have some burrs, so if anything, we can take a bigger drill bit, we can just kind of get those off, or if you've got one, which I do somewhere, then we can take my deburr and clean those out. Anyways, now we're going to go ahead I'm going to set this up, and we're going to drill this out too. Just kind of got this clamped down for a little bit of support, but we're going to go in and we're going to drill on all the sides. Alright, I'm going to switch this over. And again, I'm just going to take my another tool here and we go in there and just clean up some burrs. Now, time to go to the store, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure up the distance from here to here, and then I'm going to measure the distance from here to here and get a new bolt and a nut that'll go through here, and then some washers, and this thing will be stronger and better than it was before. Let's go shopping. Alright, so I just got back from the hardware store and I've got my new nut, and it is a locking style nut and bolt. I didn't care if it was metric, standard, it didn't matter to me. What mattered was the size. So hopefully I got this measured out that it's perfect. I also wanted to keep it something in a darker color. I was really hoping to find like a button head or another Allen style, but this was the best that I could find as the store was closing in a couple minutes. So what I need to do is, these are actually just right at the exact size that these holes are. So I put a step bit on my drill, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to open these up both sides to the next size. So let's try one out. Let's just see. Yeah. That's going to be great. Oh. Now that's going to look real nice. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and since I already know these are not going to fit, let's just double check. Nope. We're going to go ahead and drill out all these now too. Awesome. Let's assemble it. Does not look like it is tapered at all. I want to know if it was tapered one way or the other. The top versus the bottom. So now again, these are locking nuts, so I didn't put any washers. Some people might say something about no washers, but they have, you know, the washer head style, and it is locking, so I'm not afraid of them coming loose. And trust me, compared to what it was, even if it came loose, it's probably going to still be 1,000 times better. Let's go ahead and flip this down and see how it sits. It's sturdy as a rock, and I don't think it looks bad. I think it actually kind of looks nicer with the bolts going through it. Nice. Let's go take it back up to the kitchen. So here's my finished chair. You really can't you know, I think aesthetically, I think the bolts actually add to it. I really like it, and it is a lot stronger than how this came from the store. You can already tell with this one here. This one here, apparently, one of the nuts already came out. This one's got a couple of already stripped. This one's already stripped. Let's see, this one's already loose. But, you know, I think, yeah, look, this one's already coming out. I think what I might do is take the time and redo all these stools. But this is just an easy fix, so you don't have to throw away any of these stools that come with these cheaper aluminum, you know, screws that keep stripping out. So, thanks for watching.